Oh, it started. Gotta. Oh, I forgot to turn it. Hold on. There we go. Experience the brightness of my face. Um, I'm up. I'm up later than I thought I would be. I'm sorry. But I wanted to eat and enjoy my dinner. Relatively. Uh, anyway. Welcome back to the Naebotical Naebot and to Shadows Over Loathing. We, I think, are on part 9. I actually didn't double check that, but I'm pretty sure we are on part 9. And we're going in. I don't remember what we were doing. I think, stuff. Lots of stuff. We still, oh, right, we still have to do like a few side quests. Alright, I gotta do the radio station. Paint 3 dirty fences. I haven't found the 3 dirty fences yet. There's a lot of different things we haven't looked at, I guess. Well, there's the frog bog. Let's try here, I guess. Nuts to this swamp. Look, my best glad rags are turning into actual rags. These stockings are silk. Well, I guess now they're silt. Oh, haha, you're about as funny as a rubber crutch. Come on, if we keep moving, we'll be done here sooner. Nothing doing. I ain't moving from this spot till I've got a proper set of pin covers. She drops a nickel into a nearby payphone and talks into it urgently for a minute. How on earth did you find a payphone in the middle of a swamp? I phoned my pop. He's sending along a pair of his old fishing waders. That isn't what I asked you. Before long, a delivery boy arrives with the waders and hands them over to Molly with the tip of his cap. Very fashionable. He'll knock him dead at the dance hall. Laugh it up, Buster. If anyone I know gets a peep on me wearing these, you're the one I'm gonna knock dead, savvy? Molly's maximum HP increased by 5. Yay, I guess. There are frogs. There's a lot of frogs. There's so many frogs. I'm not sure I can accentuate how many frogs. Help! Hey, Ribbit! The frogs are talking. Hey, hey, Ribbit! Ribbit, Ribbit! Help! I don't know if I should talk to them from here! You clear your throat. There was a frog in it. Ha ha! Maybe you don't use that joke when talking to the frogs, so. Hello, frogs. Ribbit, Ribbit, not. Ribbit, Ribbit. Humans, not. Frogs, Ribbit, not. Ribbit. Okay. You address the frogs again. You're frogs, not humans. Yes, I can see that. Frogs are not humans, right? I know that. Wait, are you saying you're humans, not frogs? Ribbit, 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 whatever, frogs. This one. Right, yes, Ribbit, Ribbit, right, Ribbit. Ribbit, Ribbit, yes. Yes, okay. You think about it, what it'd be like to be trapped in a frog's body. After a few seconds, you stop thinking about it because you don't like thinking about things that fill you with a harrowing existential angst. How did this happen? Curse, statue, ancient, query, frog, ancient, query, query. God, curse, frog. Okay. It's kind of hard to understand. Oh, you struggle to make sense of the cacophony. It's kind of hard to understand you when everyone's talking all at once. Why are you all talking? Could you all stop talking except for one frog? Mind, all, single, share, all, share, frogs, share, all. Hey, sure, mine, are you like one human or are you all a bunch of humans then? All frogs share a single mind. Wow, that's incredible. This changes, or actually, you can't think of any significant consequences of what you've just learned. You try to remember the last time you interacted with a specific frog as an individual, and it was, the biology class. Probably best not to bring that up. Is there some way I can help you? One of the larger frogs hops up to you and coughs loudly. A shiny green object flies out of its mouth and sinks into the water. Grab it. You roll up your sleeve and plunge your hand into the nasty water. Your fingers find a hard object, which turns out to be, wow, shiny. A gleaming emerald. This is the most beautiful thing a frog has ever barfed at you. You turn back to the frog. What should I do about this? A second frog approaches and belches up a soggy piece of paper. You decide to just look at it instead of touching it with your hand. It appears to be a shipping label from a nearby quarry. Hame Quarry. I, I sure do, Aletha. I sure do. Listen. It's listen, you gotta experience life to its fullest, even the dirty things. Just saying. Yeah, let's do this. Let's work on this. I need to blow my nose. Just a second. You As you're on your way to the quarry these talking frogs wanted you to go to, you stop to consider how strange the situation you've gotten yourself into and repetitive frog noises. You're startled out of your reverie by the smell of smoke. You've stumbled upon a recently abandoned campsite. Maybe there's a clue towards where Charles went? Best go check it out is the only option that I have. Hey. Hi, Molly. That obelisk business was strange, huh? Yeah, that was a pretty kettle of fish. All right. What's the score, Kitty? Beats me. I went in a weird hole and everything went back black and or ghostly. Well, you were all see-through. It was screwy as a fruitcake. All right, glad I talked to you about that. Another one of these Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way? Investigate. It's another Gatorman camp, all right, and there's four more wrenches here. A 31, 32-inch one, a 63, 64-inch one, a 127, 128-inch one, and a 255, 256-inch one. Charles must carry one heck of a toolbox. The wrenches are laid out in the shape of an arrow, pointing towards a nearby hill. From the top of the hill, you can see some sort of fort in the distance, apparently hammered together out of rusty scrap metal. That's got to be where the Gatorman took him. Gatorman Fortress! You grab all the wrenches and combine them with the other ones he dropped to complete the set. Charles' wrench set. Is there nothing else here? I guess that's it, everybody. We're gonna go here. You take a wrong turn. Why? And instead of ending up where you wanted to be, you end up at the Monster Shack. You know it's the Monster Shack because of the big sign on it that says Monster Shack. Well, I guess I'll check it out. Sure, it's way up here. That's on my way. Hello. Here's my hobo code. Don't worry, these kids are all right. Well, that's pretty heartwarming. Okay. No skeptics. You're not sure if this is forbidding access or describing the shack's occupants. Inside, you find not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with ancient wreckage that you were perhaps expecting, but an excellent maintained and fairly clean, owie, tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. They're hunting Bigfoot. What the? Hey, what are all you kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous here? Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, lady? I believe the real monster is man. Yes, of course I do. It would be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Oh, for really real? Well, yeah. Which one? Which one? I've seen all fishmen. Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this context. Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because it's a secret. Hi! How's it going, Anna? Okay, I'll join. Sure. Great. It'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf on these old bookcases we've scavenged. Is that it? I'm a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where you had to repeat a vow and stuff, but it took too long and we're all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around. Thanks, man. Yes. It's a workbench covered with tools and oranges. Kitty! A little sign on the table says Boris only. This cat had better be Boris or there's going to be trouble. Try to pet him. Boris hisses at you. He must know you're an outsider. Oh well. I'll join you guys. Dozens of volumes of serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children, for instance. Peter Phillips in The Labyrinth of Ice. Edith Thomas in The Challenge of Mystery. Anna Davis in The Pyramid of Gold. The Chronicles of Anthony Walker. Daniel Brooks. Lucille Long in The Labyrinth of Ice. Alright, cool. I'm glad we did that. Hello. I'm gonna reach inside. I want my shadow beer. You stick your hand into the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and you get back out. You got an item, shadow beer. The shadow pocket vanishes with another worldly pop. Hehehe. Hello, kid. This kid is messing around with some kind of weird mechanical contraption. What's this thing you're making? I don't really know yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the Chupanoranja? I try to avoid spicy food. Gives me the hiccups. No, this is the kind of monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in the swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it keeps escaping. Do you want to try? Sure, why not? Great! Feel free to use my workbench over there. I've got plenty of spare parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, bring me back one of its nostrils as proof, okay? A nostril? Not the whole head or pelt? Oh no, I don't want to kill it. Just prove that it's out there. Okay. Okay. The workbench covered with tools and oranges. Build a chupanaranja trap. You grab some scrap metal from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. Would you like to make any refinements? Add a battery. You connect a battery to a couple of random spots on the trap. That's sure to accomplish something. Add a fuse. You hook up a fuse just in case. Tighten the spring. You grab a wrench and tighten the trap's main spring. Tweak the trigger sensitivity. You grab a pair of needle nose pliers and carefully adjust the sensitivity of the trigger. Why do I not have 6 mysticality? You carefully pick up the trap and then carelessly shove it into your sack. Let's go hunting. Can I... Okay, so why... It's 5! Where's my food? No, no. Alright, filter mysticality. I forgot. Increasing mysticality 1 and max my AP by 2. Um... Sure, let's drink that because you want to do that. Consuming this item will replace its effect. Precipitating violence. I had... Uh-oh. No, hold on. Ah... Okay, so if I equip these cufflinks, at least for now, I dismantle this and try again, I can add a fuse, add a battery, tighten the spring. Oh no, I was fine on muscle. Okay, well adjust the trope. You grab a screwdriver and carefully adjust the torque. Not trope, torque. Tweak the trigger sensitivity. And carefully adjust the sensitivity of the trigger. That's good enough. You carefully pick up the trap and then carelessly shove it into your sack. Yay! It's a homemade chupanoranja trap of dubious quality. Hey, I just did everything I could to it. What do you mean? Hello, this kid is peering at a terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on the glass. Hi there, are you, into flies? Well, kinda? Whisper can do it! This is the wrong game, Earthling. That's so... I miss Whisper. Well, kinda. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor, but mostly I'm just studying these because what I'm really interested in is the Flyman. The Flyman? Yeah, or maybe the man fly. I haven't decided which way is better yet. So what is the man-fly and/or man-fly? Man-fly and wow. See. So what is the fly man and/or man-fly? He's a scientist that moved into the old He's a scientist that moved into the old Flimberg place. Jeez, you threw me off my game. Did a little spying on him, and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. It's going well, actually. The game is going grand. I am enjoying the heck out of this game, and it is so long, but it's worth it. Can you tell? Why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. That's what's so interesting about him. Huh. She looks at her feet and blushes a little. Also, he's really handsome. For now, you mean? Well, yeah. I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out? Sure, I'll help. Ah, thank you, thank you. Here, I'll show you where the house is. If you meet him, could you, bring me back a souvenir? Like what? Maybe, one of his chest hairs? Sure. You've talked on one or two of the episodes too, haven't you? Well, it's always good to see you, Earthling. There is a lot more game than I thought there would be too, but it makes sense for their sequel, since the first one was actually pretty long. That they would add a lot more content to this one, but it's just everything is just a wild turn everywhere. Like, look at this hat! What is this hat? Anyway, this kid has a ball cap with a sinister looking triangle on it, and is messing around with an elaborate homemade radio. Hi there! Hi, say, you're a grown-up. Can you help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No, there's a swamp lady named Barbara Yagara. Everybody says she's just a fairy tale, but I know she's real. The Baba Yaga? 'Cause I've seen her hut, right here in the swamp. But I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. And the man-fly, it's like the, Mothman. It shows no sign of stopping. This game doesn't stop. There will be no end. Swamp lady? Well, I don't want to call her a swamp witch or a swamp hag or stuff like that. It would be mean to judge her that way without having even met her. Sheesh, kids these days. Alright, I'll check her out for you. Great, thanks. Here, I'll mark her head on your sponge map. Anyway, bring back a feather to prove you met her, okay? She has feathers. I mean, from one of her pet birds. The stories say she has a ton of them. The Baba Yaga. How will you know if it isn't just an ordinary feather I found somewhere? Well, you seem like a trustworthy person. Then why do you need me to bring proof at all? Because that's how quests work. Come on! Okay, that's fair. Alright, fine. You got it, boyo. Ask about a big leather bound tome sits on a pedestal here. What's this book? List of vampire nests. It's like 400 pages long. Lots of vampires in the swamp. If you want to help, you can always go clear some of them out. Oh, I can go hunting. No, that's okay. This kid is preoccupied with repeatedly smelling 2 large test tubes. What have you got there? Perfume samples? Kinda. This one is a combination of hydrogen, sulfide, and methane. Common swamp gas, basically. Ew, what's the other one? Coffee. To clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. Huh, okay. So, why? I'm researching a creature known as the Smell-o'-the-Wisp. Smell-o'-the-Wisp? Wow! I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells. So I figure if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. A smell of the what? Wisp. It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cooked off judge, but I think there's probably a more scientific explanation. You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent The girl gestures sternly at a sign over her workbench. No fart jokes. Oh, come on! It's the Smell-o'-the-Wisp! No! Well, I don't know what to say then. If you're willing to help instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze. Alright, I'll go find the Smell-o'-the-Wisp. Great, thank you. Here, take this. It should help you track the thing down. A nose trumpet? A big cone designed to make it so people who have lost their sense of smell can still tell what they've stepped in. I just smell through this? Yeah, just follow your nose. Alrighty then. Kid is studying far more intently than you ever did at his age. Yeah, probably me too. Need chapstick. Talk to him. What are you reading? Eh. It's about Neanderthals and other early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. What are you looking for? The honey ape. The what now? You've never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. Most of the legends call it big hands. Ah, we found Bigfoot. But I'm pretty sure the big hands legend and the reports of honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. The new one? I didn't see a brand spanking new one. If it's not on my page, I didn't play it. In YouTube, I mean. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere. I just haven't been able to find it. I'll help you look for it. That would be excellent, thank you. Here I found some of its prints once and made a tracing. That might help you track it down. Try and get one of its fingernails as proof. How will a fingernail be proof? Because it'll be as big as a human fingernail, obviously. You are sure that this is the handprint of the honey ape, and not just the handprint of a regular guy. Alright. Is there a brand new... hold on a minute. A brand new Monkey Island game. What's the newest one? Looks like the newest one is just Return to Monkey Island, which I have played. I may not have played... Is there like a remaster? Because if there's a remaster, then I haven't played the remaster. It's the unsinkable Molly Buttons. She shoots you a wink. How you holding up, Molly? Just smile, kitty. Looking to beat your gums? No. You, though, I'm going to say. Yeah. So I've played Return to Monkey Island. I don't remember if it was the original or a remaster, honestly. But if like there's a brand new of it, then it's got to be a remaster of it. This kid is well, he's eating something. Hi there. Hi. I don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal, kid? I'm a moss man. Or is this the Mothman? You are, huh? Okay, well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. Oh, God. It's actually cornflakes. I'm just pretending. Oh, thank God. My same reaction. Okay, phew. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in the Moss Man, though. But I know he's real. I've seen him. What's a Moss Man? A man made of moss? Yep, he's all fuzzy and green. It's so neat. Oh, hey, you should go see him for yourself. Then if you bring back proof he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore. Well, they might. Sure, I'll go have a look. Great. Here, I'll mark the place on your map. It's called Moss Rock Grotto. If you see him, try to bring back some moss as proof, okay? Okay. Sure thing, boyo. Alright. You know, that's something I haven't done. There's a lot of half men in this game. There's a lot of half men in this game. I need to go to the hobo camp really fast. The street tough is Charlie passersby challenges passersby to an arm wrestle for the title of Valley King. I win. Okay. Gimme! Was it you? It's Obed Lobdell, the shopkeeper from SFA. You know, the bed guy. Talk to him. Oh, hey, my messenger friend. I never got your name. Hi, Obed. I'm Waffle. Thanks for pointing me here. Business is booming. Right. I have talked to you. There was somebody else. Was it you? Hello. Oh, hi. I see you found the place. Yes, thanks. Scamp good. People nice. A man, cool. Glad to hear it, by the way. My name's Waffle. Hello, Waffle. Name Agamemnon. Agamemnon. Ask about hobo code. Yes, I share. Teaches you some symbols, mainly concerned with hunting and dentistry. Ask about something else. There's nothing else to learn. Did I? Yes. Pretty sure I already talked to you as well. Oh, that's right. It is your brother. Wait. And take a few trips. It's good to see you too, man. They all have bunks now. Would you look at that? I'm not really talking to them. I just want to see if there were any that I missed. There's so many hobos here. Well, like it says, I'm on part 9. So I like to think that I'm a good distance through the game. You got anything to say, King of the Hobos? Hello, Johnny. What can I do for you, Waffle? So about those secret plans. Okay, you got nothing new for me. Oh! Hey, Walter. Oh, hey, thanks for telling me about this place. It's a fine little community. Nice. Glad you're settling in. Yep, I'm accustomed to the solitary life of a fisherman, but it's nice to have some folks to come home to at the end of the day, and nobody's complained about the smell. Well, good. Oh, no. I have no idea what the next game after this will be, if there will be. Hi, Mom! I'm perfectly content with this one at this point, honestly, just because of how long it is already and how much content is in here, and very likely content that I will miss, and I'm very sad about that, but you know, it's okay. I'm gonna do my best to try to get as much of the content as possible. Do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Mostly fishing related ones, but sure. Everyone should know the industrial chemicals dumping spot sign in particular. Oh yeah, I bet you get real weird fish there. Got one with 2 butts once? Do you mean tails? Nope. So do you know a lot about fishing? Guess I picked up a trick or two. You looking for some pointers? Sure, that'd be great. So far I've figured out that you hold onto the long stiff part of the pole and dangle the sharp wire thing into the water. Well, there's a sentence that stopped being a double well, there's a sentence that stopped being in a double entendre real fast. Here, let's expand on that knowledge a bit. Better fishing results. Yay! Thanks, man. Okay, I've done it. What do I have? What did I get that was new? What were you showing me? I'll never know. It's a mystery. Okay, we go back to the bus stop. We go back to the Big Moist. Um. Okay. I keep forgetting I can jump. Ah, we still haven't gotten to the dang quarry. Let's go. Don't, don't do it. Oh, okay. I already read that one before. I'm already. Oh. Huh. There's a note on the door. Drive efficiently. Excess gas use will be deducted from your paycheck. Management. Dude, you sound gross. Oh, God. What is that? Did you see that? I don't know. It's nice catching you live again. I gotta go. Okay, see you later, everything. It was good to see you. This guy seems a bit, talk to him. Hi there, Ribbit. This might seem like a strange question, but do you know anything about a curse? Ribbit. Your attitude says no, but your everything else says yes. Ribbit. They're so unhappy. Oh, you fell. That's either a guy who thinks he's a frog or the soul of a frog trapped in the body of a guy, or a really good method actor rehearsing for Toad of Toad Hall. Excuse me, Ribbit. Have you seen any cursed frog idols around? He sticks his tongue out as a fly buzzes past and seems confused and disappointed by its length. Ooh, boy, okay. Good luck, Ribbit. Whisper can do it. Whisper can always do it. Hello, Foreman. Remains of a fancy meal with fancy condiments. This man doesn't look very happy to be a frog, or the other way around, or whatever. Hi there, Ribbit. Nice suit. You look like a fancy guy, Ribbit. I guess you basically won the frog lottery, huh, Ribbit? Assumption was correct. It's a bookshelf full of books. Investigate. It's all books on management with titles like Shaking the Invisible Hand, You Deserve More, and How to Get Blood Out of the Turnips You Hired. Alright, a painting of a safe. Is that meant to be reverse psychology? Look behind it. You push the painting aside and find, surprise, a safe. Unfortunately, it's a key-type safe, and you don't have the key. Not that a combination lock would have been much better, but you could have twiddled the dial and hoped you got lucky. It's the foreman's desk. Dig through it. You find a key labeled mess and a gun labeled Bess in two different drawers. You got an item. Mess hall key. This is all that stands between the quarryman and his dinner. Bess. This was both the foreman's gun and his wife. Deals your moxie. There's some papers and stuff, but none of it seems significant to you. They look so happy about their best frog lives right now. Personnel files for everyone who works at or has ever worked at the quarry. You give the files a quick riffle through. They tend to be very thin. People who were hired and then quit real fast. There's only a handful of current records, and they aren't very interesting. Look up Waffle Bonnet. What? You don't work here? I still don't really believe you worked at that gas station or that restaurant. Look up Waffle Bonnet. Ugh, fine. You flip through the folders and holy crap, there you are. Waffle Bonnet. What the heck? Yeah, I get around. This hat rack is dressed like a cowboy. Take the hat. Oh, cool. The intimidating Stetson. You end the hat rack's childish game. Hat rack's childish game. When you see a guy wearing a hat like this, you think to yourself, this guy has a good sense of style and is probably about to punch me for no reason. This door is locked so the food won't escape, presumably. There we go. You leave the key on a nearby windowsill. Go on in. Alright. As advertised, it's a mess. Ha. Ha ha. Ha. From the looks of the crust on these dishes, the food here wasn't very good, even before it spoiled. This range doesn't even have a gas line connected to it. I guess you could warm something up to room temperature. Looks like these people got so hungry they started eating the cabinet doors. Search the last remaining door. Nothing here but junk. More junk mail. This table is swarming with flies. That's all you have to say about it. Alright. The bunk call. All of the oil in this lamp has dried up. Huh. There's only one bed. This on the bunk sign must have been a typo. Some cruel soul turned this radio to static and then walked away. Presumably these lockers are where the employees keep their personal possessions. Check them out. That frog lady's watching and seems really agitated. Better leave them alone. This is a lady? This lady seems real nervous about something, although the way she's hopping around the floor makes it difficult to judge her body language in a regular way. Hiya, ma'am. Can you tell me, can you communicate to me in some way? Anything about a curse? Oh, jeez, please don't do that thing with your neck. I'm confused on how you're able to do that with your neck. Not gonna lie. I asked you if you were a frog trapped in a man's body, would you have any way to answer that question to what that I would be able to understand? I guess I don't know what I was expecting. Can't go back any further than that. I hate the noises they're making. Interesting. 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 This frog person seems more cheerful about the situation than the others have been. Hey, don't touch that! Yeah, a talking, man. That's right, I'm a human man, and not a frog at all. I have a reason to believe that you're actually a frog in a man's body somehow. Well, it's my body now, and I'm keeping it. I don't need any dry-skinned lake walkers coming in here and... Holy hop, you've got the missing eye! This big emerald? Yeah, I was just noticing that it looks an awful lot like that other one. Okay, I absolutely need you to step away from that statue. Right hopping now. You don't want me to fix it? It looks pretty important. It's very important. It's an ancient idol of the frog god, and when the humans blasphemed against it by removing that eye, this particular human right here, I might add, they were cursed with the great croaking one's righteous fury. Oh, so that's why all the people here and the frogs in that bog nearby. Yeah, you guessed it. It's the old Freaky Friday routine. I don't know what that means. Forget about it. The point is the humans did the crime, so now it's the frog's time to shine. And if I put that eye back, if you put the eye back, it undoes the curse. Yeah, it undoes the curse, yeah. Oh, Hop, I maybe shouldn't have told you that. These frogs, people really want their bodies back. Well, so hopping what? Hop them! Jeez, man. Look, take your inherent pro-human bias into account and consider the justice of the situation, okay? These people come rolling in here with their machines and stuff, tear up our land, spill oil and gasoline everywhere. Then they find this ancient religious icon, and the first thing they do is try to loot it. These aren't good people, and they got what was coming to them. Well, what should I do? I'll tell you what to do. Take the other eye out of the statue. What? I don't want to be a frog. Nah, don't worry about that. It won't curse you. What it'll do is make the original curse permanent. No take-backs, no do-overs. That's justice, Tadpole. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. You can keep the emeralds. Heck, I'll make a necklace for you. You like necklaces? I'm still getting used to having a neck myself. Well... I'll think about it, lie. What does that mean? Okay, I'll take out the other eye as honest or lie version. No deal. I want to fix this. Lie. I'll think about it. Lie. Um. Okay, so if we think about this, uh, ethically, um, I feel like the humans might have learned their lesson for having done what they did. I feel like they, they know better now. Because they got turned into a frog for doing something they shouldn't have. And perhaps they'll come out of this as good human beings that will amend their ways or something. I I'm conflicted on so many, because like the frog is so happy he's got a body that's pretty cool. Oh gosh. I bet, but the other frogs don't seem really happy either. All of them were really unhappy in the human bodies. They were just like, what is happening? And I actually understood the Freaky Friday reference, which is ironic. I've never actually seen the full movie, but I understand the reference. I think he's the only happy frog. The rest of the frogs are unhappy. So I think I should fix this because, um, like, yeah, they messed up and they got their punishment, but now I feel like they should, that they've learned their lesson. They'll be okay, right? I want to fix this. Well, considering that I haven't really figured out how to work these fists yet, I can't do much to stop you either way. But I'm warning you, if you put that eye back, you're gonna find yourself on the wrong side of history, pal. Uh-huh. I don't do that! It's not right! What is in here? Judging from the smell and the thick cloud of flies, that is not a place for a good time. Let's not go back there unless you have a really good reason. He's the only happy frog. The lone eye glows mysteriously. The statue's one remaining eye twinkles in the dim light. It almost looks like it's winking at you, which does not exactly help when it comes to making a decision here. Maybe be a little more explicit about your desires, huh, Frog God? I'm gonna return the missing eye. In the interest of full disclosure, I should point out that this is a one-way decision. If you mess with the idol, you won't be able to change your mind afterwards, so don't mess this up. Oh no! Oh! I I decided I'm gonna return the missing eye. Return it. No, don't! You socket the missing emerald back into the statue. Both eyes flash with a brilliant green light, then dim again. No, no! Hop you, you bastard! Ugh. Both eyes flash with a brilliant green light. Uh-huh. You okay? My brain feels slimy. Gross. Why are you still on the ground? Oh, you're okay. This guy seems pretty tired. Maybe it's from all the hopping around earlier. Hey, are you, you? The original you? I'm the actual human guy, yeah. My name's Roger. Thanks for your help. I think I would have gone crazy if I'd been trapped as a frog for much longer, although I guess there isn't a lot of practical difference between a crazy frog and a sane one. No problem, Roger. I was happy to help. If that's still true, we've got another problem. What's up? Yeah, see, I don't know how much you saw of the situation at this quarry, but it is a really terrible place to work. It does seem kinda rundown. It doesn't need to be. That's the thing. We turn a good profit, but the foreman refuses to spend any more than the absolute minimum on the facilities and wages. And meanwhile, he's eating caviar for lunch while he's John D. friggin' Rockefeller. Like he's. Jeez. You should have seen his face when I showed him that idol. His tongue hit the floor like a cartoon wolf. He's getting yacht catalogs in the mail while us that do the actual work gotta take turns sleeping in one bed. Why don't you quit? We tried to start a union, but he just called in the Pinkertons to rough us up. If we try to quit, it's the same deal. We can't even just walk out 'cause he watches us like a hawk. We decided to take our chances anyway, though. See the tunnel back there on the left? That comes out past the trees. And if we snuck out at night, he wouldn't spot us. We could be out of here and well on our way to town by morning. You're planning to cross the swamp at night? It's not much of a plan, but it's the only plan we've got. The only problem is that tunnel's full of flies. It's some kind of nest. And you need someone to clear out the tunnel for you. That's about the size of it, and the size of those flies is real big. Swell. I'll need you to kill any maggots in there too, so they don't come back. Ew. Haven't got anything to pay you with, but we'd really appreciate the favor. Well, okay. Okay, man, I'm gonna go talk to everybody else first. And this man looks puzzled and tired. Everything alright? I'm really thirsty for some reason, which is weird because water is practically the only thing we get to eat around here. Is it clean at least? Calling it that would be a real stretch, but it's alright once your immune system gets acclimated. I grew this mustache to help filter it out! Yeesh. Ugh. This guy has an uncomfortable but hopeful look on his face. Everything alright? My tongue hurts, and I've got some kind of a gross taste in my mouth. Oh, I've mainly been eating shoe leather though, so that isn't really new. Well, it might be new in a way. What? Nothing. Lady appears anxious and tired. Oh, I don't like to Everything okay? Oh, I don't like to complain, but I'm so tired. When I took this job as an office assistant, I never imagined I'd be in charge of all the cleaning and maintenance around the camp as well, and there's so much, and I'm only one person. Geez, that's rough. And now I'm having these weird dreams about frogs. Honestly, it makes me regret giving up laudanum. Well, hopefully Roger's plan will work out. Can I get into the lockers? Probably shouldn't go through their stuff when that lady's watching you. I mean, you shouldn't anyway, but the fact that she's watching you provides a more concrete reason than just basic morality. Fine, I'll go through your stuff after you leave. I'll show you. Nothing new in here. Okay. His eyes! This guy has the look of someone who is trying desperately to stay awake and has been doing so for way too long. Are you okay? That depends on whether you're real or I'm hallucinating you. I'm real. The frog thing, though, that was a hallucination, though, right? No, that was real too. If you're about to tell me my shoelaces really are butterflies, I should warn you, I don't know how I'll react to that. Maybe you should go get sleep. What are you doing? Waffle? I was just talking to a dude. How dare you look bored? He's angry. Scram, I'm busy. From looked up from the yacht catalog he's reading and scowls at you. Hey, leave my painting! Leave my painting alone! Why'd you say safe distance? Leave my painting safely alone. Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna let your people go. I will now let your people go. Oh, a vein of extra bloody hematite. Ask for a donation. You convince the hematite to give you some of its extra blood. My favorite. I hate everything about what's happening right now, and I just realized. Alright, I hate this noise. I'm gonna die! What has... No, I need something. Let's do stench armor, because I don't know what these guys are gonna do. Okay. Ah, these flies are large and aggressive. That's two understatements for the price of one. I hate the noise. We're gonna have to kill them fast. Oh, Lord, hold on. Okay, Molly, we're going for it. They've only got 15 health, or not too bad. 14 stench damage, though. So these guys do stench damage. He's doing 14. Let's go ahead and clobber you. No, no, no! Oh, stench and poison. Okay, so you have 6 health left. Well, this kills you. You have 6 health left, so I'll kill you too. And you, I'll kill in one hit, but you hold that thought, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, Gator! Molly, please don't die immediately. Oh no, I'm gonna be poisoned. Molly, don't! Okay, you didn't die. Yay, good. Get him. There's maggots everywhere in there too, which I don't appreciate. You can't hear the game? Really? This whole time you can't hear the game? You didn't think to say anything, Aletha? You can't hear the game. Oh, you can't hear the game. Why can't you hear the game? Why is that? going through on my end? It's really loud for me. This might be for the better, because we're at an awful spot. What? All I did was click back onto it. What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. You didn't hear it either. Why didn't you say anything? Oh my goodness. I can hear it. I can't. Yeah, you kind of listeners are you? Don't tell me anything. Goodness. You were listening to my beautiful voice. Lies! Lies and sacrilege! It's been an hour! For nothing. You didn't even get to hear those gross croaking sounds. And this. And apparently all I had to do was click on the thing over here and click it again to... I muted it and unmuted it, and apparently that fixed the problem. I don't know how or why it was a problem. Hi, Shayla. Apparently you came in when there's sound for the game, but no one else told me. These people, Shayla. These people. Giant pile of squirming maggots, also a squirming pile of giant maggots. Destroy the horrible things. You're going to have to stomp them and squelch them. Basically individually. It's going to be super disgusting. Would you like to read a full description of that, or shall we just move on? Absolutely not. I want the gory details. Let's go into this. Just to be clear, there's no bonus item or achievement or other special reward for reading the gross version, and it's going to be as long as I can stand to make it. Alright, hit me with your best shot. Okay. Crack is the sound of me cracking my knuckles. You know. You pick up one of the maggots. It's about the size and shape of a medium to large sweet potato, or yam, depending on where you're from, but instead of brownish orange, it's a sickly white oat color, ridged like an earthworm, both fleshy and rubbery, and covered in clear, sticky mucus. It wriggles and pulses in your hand. You drop it on the ground and stomp on it. At first, with a pop squelch sort of sound, spraying lumps of that pallid white flesh and a thin greenish yellow juice in a circle around the point of impact. When you lift your foot again, it sticks to the floor and makes a scoop sound as you pull the sole of your shoe away. Keep going. You pick up two more maggots. They wiggle in your hands as though they can sense what is happening. The mucus covering them in your hands now has the texture and viscosity of slightly thinned down rubber cement. It glistens in the dim light and makes strands and webs between your fingers as you open and close your hands. You drop the two maggots on the ground and stomp on them, 1 foot each. Short, splack. The spray looks like lumps of old mayonnaise, mixed with the juice from an expired camping glue stick. The added liquid is making the floor slimy instead of sticky now, and you have to move more carefully to keep your footing. You approach the pile again. You pick up another maggot. It sticks to your hand, and as it rises, you can feel the glue-like mucus pulling softly off at your skin, the fluids pumping around inside it, making it pulse faintly like a slow-beating heart. You squeeze it gently at first, then harder. It has the rubbery resistance of a half-filled water balloon. Imagine a white balloon partially filled with warm green milk, and how it would feel to squeeze that in your fist. There's a thin, high-pitched squealing sound as it bulges at the end. Then burst, spraying you with, by appearances, rancid cottage cheese and antifreeze. Now it's when you start to notice the smell. This is a true story. Once, when I was in junior high school, I tripped and skinned my left elbow on the sidewalk. A patch of bleeding road rash a little larger than a quarter. I washed it off and put a bandage over it and forgot about it, until a few days later when I noticed the smell, because my classmates sitting near me had noticed the smell, and wondered aloud where it was coming from. My injury had become infected, the bandage was soaked with pus. The smell isn't immediately identifiable, but if you've never smelled it, it smells a lot like rotting apples. About the time they're completely brown and soft and have started to leak and collapse under their own weight. Close your eyes and take a deep breath through your nose, and imagine that smell filling your sinuses, except with an undertone of sour milk. That's what you're smelling now. We're going! I can't stop though! You pick up a maggot in each hand and squeeze them. They thrash in your hands and squeal! A thin, high-pitched noise like a pinhole in an air mattress. You close your eyes and they burst. Warm, clotted innards splatter against your face. then ooze down and drip onto your shirt. You might expect their insides to be cold, as insects are cold-blooded, but in fact, maggots generate a fair amount of heat through metabolism and muscular contraction. In terms of texture, it's like being splattered in the face with a bowl of warm bolognese sauce. Or perhaps more accurately, if someone projectile vomited onto your face after eating a bowl of warm bolognese sauce. The smell of rotting fruit and sour milk is thick in the air now. Some of the juice got into your mouth. I don't really have a point of comparison for the taste, but I imagine it tastes much the same as it smells. A little more acrid, maybe. Oh god. Killing the maggots in ones and twos is clearly going to take too long. So you jump as high as you can, thump heavily onto the pile with both feet. The sound it makes is sort of a thwack, crunch, splat all at the same time. And you're up to your waist in thrashing white mucus-coated grubs. You're left a foot, but lose your balance and fall backwards into the pile. Imagine falling backwards into a ball pit filled with overripe tomatoes and long-expired milk, except the tomatoes are alive and crawling on you. Now they have covered you. They are everywhere. You roll around, crushing the squirming maggots beneath you, feeling each distinct burst as the rubbery grubs pop under your weight and spray more yellow-green bile and lumps of white gristle into the growing pool of sweet and sour-smelling slime. I give them no XP! Woo! Eventually you stop, out of breath, but not wanting to breathe. It doesn't matter because the putrid glop has gotten up your nose, and in your mouth, and down your throat, regardless of your desires. You might guess that you had become accustomed to the smell by now, but no. You still smell it, and you will never stop smelling that rotten fruit stench for the rest of your life. You are lying in a pool of chunky maggot stew, covered in the pulp of hundreds of burst grubs. Your clothes soaked entirely through to the skin with mucus and stinking green juice, every crevice filled with pallid white curds. You are the ungodly avatar of putrescence and filth upon this miserable earth. Anyways, thanks for reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's your XP, and you got a giant maggot that you can wear as a hat. Looks like you missed one. It seems like it really enjoys riding around on your head, though, so you haven't got the heart to kill it. Yay! Me. I just... I can't tell you what I say! Ah! Okay, no. I mean, I'll have my hat. Maybe I have to keep it on for this time. I guess. Oh, I guess that's okay. It's the back way out of the cave. See the area. Roger gives you a tired nod. Hey, how's it? Oh my god, don't come any closer. What are you covered in? I'm gonna die. Oh, this maggot guts. Well, thank you for clearing out the tunnel. Please leave this enclosed space and get some fresh air. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I was saying it more for my benefit. Good luck with your escape plan. Have fun, my man. Yeah. Is there no way to type or to do... I want some kind of reaction for my hat. So if I leave and come back, I want to go back to the frog bog. I want to see what's there. In the gloomy grove of sunken cypress trees, a well-muscled woman stands waist deep in the opaque bog. Her hands rest on the pommel of a sword, its blade lodged in the muck. It catches your eye because it's not the type of thing you tend to see on the East Coast. What sword is that anyway? Oh, this is the blade of your great aunt many moons ago. Of my great aunt? Many moons ago, it was entrusted to my family for safekeeping. Now, it is yours to reclaim for a cost. What great aunt? Have you forgotten your lineage, girl? Time was every tavern and meeting house kept a place by the fire for Hilda Bonnet. Why do I have to pay for my family sword? A security guaranteed. My family is unique, and it comes with a great price. Your great aunt knew this. It is why she placed the blade in our care. Okay, what's the cost? In time I shall ask of you a boon, and you shall be obliged to grant it. Sure, I can do a boon. Let's have the sword. Great aunt's great sword. You may or may not have a great aunt, but nobody can deny you have a great sword. Nice. The sword has a satisfying heft. You can see why your great aunt liked it so much, but with it comes something quite unsatisfying, something that makes you feel almost queasy and a little cursed. I got a perk, swamp geese. This geese really grinds your gears. Perhaps that lady from the swamp will tell you soon about the boon she wants to exchange for this thing's removal. You geesed me? It's a simple magic, binding you to your oath until such time as I have need of your service. On that day, I will find you. Can't we just do the boon thing now? She's gone, slipped away into the dark waters of the swamp. Better be a good sword. It's a great sword! Oh, better be a good great sword! I wasn't prepared for that pun. Just a second. I can't with the maggot. I cannot. I just can't not. That's just rude. I'm struggling with the stuff that I have. Talking frogs are not unrealistic expectations for today. Okay, I fixed it, I think. All you frogs are just frogs now, right? 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 Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Yay, you're frogs again. Okay. Plume of smoke, I guess. You there! An excessively jovial man struts out from behind the trees. New to these parts, is it? Ever heard of a mud hinge? I'll bet you didn't know that it's actually 1.3 times larger than any comparable hinge you'd care to name. I didn't know about her mud hinge. No, you didn't. He disappears into the mist. Behind him through the trees is mud hinge. Okay. Alright, let's go! There is so... I'm sorry, admission. Welcome to Mudhinge. Very clean booth for such a muddy hinge. Stop by. Welcome to Mudhinge. What is this place, friend? It's Mudhinge. Is that like Stonehenge? I don't see the comparison. If you say so, she sighs. Look, we could talk for hours about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is big, Stonehenge is strong. I've gone over all this, so with respect, what I'm interested in talking about is Mudhinge, which is a formidable monument in its own right, so much more than a first draft of Stonehenge, as they sometimes say in the magazines. So, what's so special about Mudhinge? Special? Well, during the swamp solstice, it's said that the needle of a compass placed upon the central altar will point not to west, but secret west, where lies the thing you need the most. What's that special enough for you? So, when it's swamp solstice, if you're in a swamp, it's pretty much always a swamp solstice. What is secret west? I'm no mystician, but secret west is the direction in which lies that thing your heart is most missing. And it's said that a compass laying on the altar of Mudhinge during the swamp solstice will point to secret west. That was the object of Mudhinge challenge. Talhinge. But of course, you don't run the Talhinge anymore. Too hard, too many missing, presumed deads. What does that mean? Thing your heart is missing. Well, it's kinda up to you. Up to your heart, that is. Could be a secret crush, that new job, maybe just a piece of bread. Guess it could have helped me find Charles, huh? Charles, is that your secret crush? Ha! Maybe you're my secret crush. Ma'am, I'm married. I'd like to visit Mudhinge. Well, and why wouldn't you? It's the best and most mysterious hinge this side of the border. The mission is to meet. What border? I believe it's all of them. I don't pay for anything I can do for free. Thinking about hopping the fence? Sure, go ahead. But there's one thing you haven't counted on. You won't have the informational brochure that comes with your ticket. Here. I knew you wouldn't be able to come all this way without seeing the famous Mudhinge. Here's a pamphlet that goes over just about everything we know about the history of this ancient monument. A short brochure complimentary with your admission to Mudhinge. A people my way thinks me. Who will be a stranger? Can I? A gross muddy flower. Oh. 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 What about this one? What's it say? Arcane message. Ah, no. my mysticality. I hate everything about you. Alright, reporters, complaints. No. Is there anything that does more? Translated. Translated. The message in the rock reads, drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. And buried past the huge tower, huh? Make sure just in case, you know. The huge. I'm not sure what huge means. This one? No. The answer is no. What's that over to the east? Is this east? Oh, hey. This crazed gator man appeared out of nowhere and is champing at the bit to make sure you're nowhere 5 minutes from now. Clean his clock. I feel a little guilty. It's not showing me anything. Oh, there we go. You got a lot of health on you, buddy. I mean, it's gonna set you on fire. And then I'm gonna throw a baseball at you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw another baseball at you. Very good, me. Good job, me. And then I'm gonna do this, which adds bleeding. Oh, he doesn't stand a chance. Bye! Gatorman rallies for another round, but a hand raises from the swamp and drags him down screaming. What? Phew! No, not phew! A backpack stashed in the swamp is certain to contain illicit material. Parental guidance is advised. Open it. There's a complete change of clothes in the sack and a black embossed card sticking out of the back pants pocket. Read the card. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. A phrase so nice you've read it twice. Turn the card over. The nudist creed. Nothing is worn. Everything is visible. You elect to leave everything in the bag where you found it. Nothing is your size anyway. So I should be naked? Is that what you're saying? So if I'm naked, does this help me? Ah, crap! No, no! No. Oh, hey! Just come here! Written in hobo code. Translated. According to this, there's an old boxcar nearby that the railroad company abandoned when it sank into the swamp. Sounds intriguing. Cool. You've already read this. Just mentions the old sunken boxcar nearby. Doesn't seem to have any bearings on Mudhinge at all. Okay. I am guessing, because I'm not sure what it means. Well, it's not not giving me anything, so I'm just gonna re-equip my stuff. I sure have a lot of these. It's an offhand item. You know what? That's not a bad thing. Okay. Never know, I guess. I think I make a bleed. Let's do that one. Shoes. Sneakers, because you're sneaky. Okay. Oh, hey! Hey, hey! Stop! Hey, stop! I'm very lost. This is rude. We're back at the hobo code. Yep. So do we... Good to read. Little is known about the history of Mudhenge. Okay, and that's it. Cool. I'm glad I did that. I don't know what to do. Crap. Hey, stop. If I do this long enough, does it get me somewhere? I don't even know if I can I leave this? The answer is no. That's not okay. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. What's the huge tower? To the east? That was the bag. I might actually have to look this up because I don't know what to do, sir. Wait! I'm trapped! Help me! Help! Help me! That's some interesting music. Stop! I gotta look this up. I don't know what to do! Okay. Mudhenge. So there's a correct path through Mudhenge, which can be determined using audio cues and visual firefly effects indicating you are traveling in the right direction. The solution to the puzzle... Okay. Auto cues? Auto cues? If I can even just get back to where the hobo card was. Okay, maybe from here. So... west, north, south, west, north, south again. Sure, I'm not missing anything. Hey! Oh, there is like a firefly effect here. Oh! Is that what it's referring to? So it goes through south, and then the next one from south is east, which is the top. Well, no, because this is showing here again, and there. Maybe not. Then south again. And east again. Northeast east, which is this one. And then northeast. Could also just be telling me to start. Okay, never mind, we're good. I sure found something. Look at him go. Oh, okay. Hey guys. God. In the heart of the Hinge, 4 new druids flock around the altar, an unchoreographed ritual. One look at you and the just absolutely lose it, gnashing and wailing. It's clear that your presence here constitutes some kind of affront. You are not welcome here. Where you are welcome and where they'll put you is 6 feet under. I have no objection to nudism, but I will fight you. I don't want any trouble. An interloper! Henry! Oh, please don't kill her. You must! I'm not looking, if that's what you're worried about. Do you think you might be done soon? Why don't you kill her, Camilla? You won't find it any different to the deer. Do you think you might be done soon? We'll eat her, won't we, Henry? And then we'll live forever, won't we, Henry? Alright, I have no objection to nudism, but I will fight you! I guess. Molly's not here! I'm terribly offended. Terribly offended. You have. It's a dance, decreasing your party stats by 7! Hold on, excuse me. I ruined it. Oh well. Well, you need to die. How much damage would I do? Okay, that'll probably be good. Okay, you cast a devastating spell. I'll set you on fire. I will set you on fire. Because at least if it doesn't happen this time around, I will devastate you all later. Ow. Aw. Thanks for the health, I guess. Ow! That's a lot of health! Okay, how do I, let's see, 6, 7, 6. Well, you're also gonna die in the next one too. Okay. I should just kill somebody. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this at you. There you go. And I guess I'll just smack you. Because there's fire and there's poison. Ta-da! Bleeding, I mean. Chastened, the four newtons scatter, each to a separate corner of the earth. Oh, okay, bye. Bloodthorn the mosquito grows stronger! Oh! Oh. At last, the non-literal beating heart of Mudhinge. As you draw near, the needle on your compass spins wildly. Of course, it's as the guide outside told you. A compass placed on this altar will point towards secret west, where lies that thing your heart most desires, which makes this place far, far superior to Stonehenge, where the most that'll happen to your compass that a badger might eat it. Put the compass on the altar. Here's the question, of course, of what exactly your heart does desire most. What are you hoping to find here in the endless gloom of this Mudhinge? Please, and lots of it. Honestly, just mud. The needle spins smoothly clockwise until it doesn't. Seized by queer magnetic force, the tremulous needle twitches violently between the cardinal and non-ecclesiastical directions. It's a horrible, upsetting sight, and it feels like a mercy killing when, a gasp of inexplicable breath, the needle falls still, its head pointing towards the west-north arch. Is the needle okay? The needle spins smoothly clockwise until it doesn't. No, honestly, no. Sorry to hear that. Crap, I forgot. The needle west, north arch. Well, this is quite another hinge altogether. The mists of Mudhinge have parted, and you now stand before the great husk of an antebellum riverboat, grounded upon the swampy shore. Right of a longer fellow. The needle of your compass bends its neck to point urgently towards the boat's top deck. You don't know how a compass needle can contort itself like that, but it's very unpleasant to watch. Mudhinge must have brought you here for a purpose. There's me here, and you're gonna find it. Forge ahead with a great purpose, forge ahead with low to moderate purpose. Oh, a great purpose, come on! Longer fellow. The wheel on this boat has run aground. The boat is named for the younger brother of poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Under this thing that was possibly once a bookcase, you notice a crawdad has set up camp and gathered a hoard of shiny pebbles and is guarding vigorously. A regular selfish, shellfish, sailfish. The once proud riverboat has succumbed to those immutable twins of entropy, time and mud. Mayhaps this debris fell from the wreck of the boat, but mayhaps not. Search it. Got a crusty roll. It's the good kind of crust, the expensive kind. Oh, one man's trash is another's crusty roll. To quote Shakespeare, if you believe he even wrote those plays. Alright, was there anything else? Some other beach? Coast around? No? What a glittering prize has lured these rubber-necking stink bugs and beasts as gloomy ruin. Holler at 'em. Beta bugs! I'm dancing. All peaceful efforts have failed. Battle stations! Charge the bugs! I will win! Where's Molly? No! Stop poisoning the mosquito! Why did it go backwards? Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Ooh, you do a lot of damage. I'm gonna set you on fire. Okay, so I'm gonna set you on fire as well. gonna destroy you. Oh, it didn't do enough. Oh. Ow. Rude. Bye. Good job, Skeeters. Good job. Ow. Okay, well... I guess I'll hit you with baseball, and then I'll just smack you. Call it a day. Let's go. The chastened bugs abandoned the trunk for new adventures. I got swamp honey, a sticky glob of honey made from the pollen of fetid swamp flora. My stench armor by 5. Nice. Now what was in here that intrigued those bugs? Take a peek. Gain 12 meat, a little bit of meat, and well, would you look at that? Look at it. Only other thing in the trunk is a magazine about model trains. Those bugs got their little bite marks all over its pages. Funny, those creatures may look different, but they like a model train just the same as you. That's not what I like. Yeah, right. I don't care about model trains. Sure, why not? Oh, I see what you did there. Alright, buddy, hello. It's fine for nature to reclaim the shipwreck, but this plant doesn't seem to have to look so happy about it. Fight for your right to make metal stuff. What? Alright. Well, that didn't actually do a whole lot. Oh, you have a lot of health. Well, I can set you on fire. And... why does this do so much damage? I didn't look at that one, jeez. Guess I'll just kill you with a baseball bat. Now there'll be no more of nature's gloating over the death of a boat, and rightly so. I have 161. Hold on, I want to see what books. I can do more. Good grief. Meats drops. Then she sent it back to the kitchen and said, I'll have it without the lettuce. Yikes, you wouldn't want to admit you understood that one. There's still a lot of filth to wade through here. Give Slee's armor. Yay, Slee's armor. Okay, the rungs of a ladder are carved directly into the hull. Counting the rungs is an accurate means of determining the age of the boat. I don't think that's how that works. Time of your life. Past stress. The refreshments card has a scavenge of all nourishment. They have a paper menu, which you should not eat. All is all. Find luncheon aboard the river Longerfellow. Saffron. I'm putting my crabs. Eat the menu! Not even the distressed passengers of the doomed Longfellow resort to that. Eat it though. The wrecking of the ship exerts a dreadful psychological toil on all those poor souls trapped aboard, and none can understand their especial torment except by experiencing it. I think I'm pretty close, do you think, by wandering on board well after the fact and munching on the menu? The speaker faulty, still broadcast, but the transmission is unintelligible. Make it work. It's not that easy. The fuse inside the speaker's casing has succumbed to swamp necrosis. That's a real issue for these wooden riverboats, especially when they crash into swamps. Make it work. You discard the necrotic fuse and swamp in a new one. Swamp. With the replacement fuse snug in its new bed, the transmission of which you had caught only garbled fragments now makes itself clear. And be that it? Have you finally fixed that infernal machine? Will you nod once if you can hear me? Nod once. You nod as directed. Praise be to the seas and the creatures in these. Fine work, landlubber. Do you mind if I call you landlubber? Nod yes. You nod in the affirmative. Yeah, see, you'd be fine with me calling you that. Nod vigorously. Then landlubber, it must be then, till we can make the proper introductions. Speaking of which, this is Captain Dan of the river boat Longfellow, and it gives me no pleasure to report that mine vessel has run aground here in this fiendish and soggy fin I call Davy Swamp Slogger. Swamp Slogger. We few survivors be trapped up in the wheelhouse. What happened here? You shrug in a very general way. Wondering about all this, are you? Well, the longer fella is a pleasure paddler. We paddled the east coast and showed the passengers the time of their lives. This last sail, a sparkling black cloud, otherworldly it was, hurled us off course and into this violent bog. Pleasure paddled fast, turned to a pain paddle as our vessel were overrun by creatures and nasties. Only 5 souls of mine remain of the voyage, trapped up here in the wheelhouse for, well, for how long only the boat gods know. Explain you were hoping to find a lot of meat here at the wheelhouse. You make the shapes of a wheel and a house with your hands and then shrug. Know you the parts of a boat, landlubber? 2 levels above you be the main deck, and there you'll find the captain in his wheel. Not on a boat, may be higher than the captain. How does he know where you are? You glance around the boat for any sign of this captain. If you're wondering how I know you're aboard, landlubber, I have me bendy telescope to think. Not much for us to do trapped up in the wheelhouse, but hold the bendy telescope and look through the bendy telescope. Can you help? You mime the handing out of mail and packages. That's what you do. You're a helpful person. You didn't ask for this, I know, and you must feel like the unluckiest landlubber in the world. But there be 5 innocent souls in the wheelhouse with me, blocked by broken pipes, spewing scalding hot steam. Will you help us? Say no more. I ask that ye enter that most private of boat parts, the hull, where the wildlife has done defilement most foul to our steam pipes. Funny be it not that the same steam that gave life to this boat also took it from most of its passengers? I think we are only beginning to understand the nature and winds of steam, but that be a mystery for another day. Not again. The coat to the whole door be the birthday of Longfellow, January 4th, 1845. But there be a catch. I aren't talking about what we used to haul up for Friday lunch, crabs and such. Can't rightly remember the date format we use on that lock. It could be standard, that is month, day, year, or international day, month, year, or more likely maritime basic, year, month, day, or maritime plus, which would be that backwards. Got it. You'll figure it out, landlubber, I be sure. Explain you were hoping to find a lot of meat here. Through mime, you indicate your expectations of finding a fat stack of meat somewhere in this riverboat. Never was one for charades, landlubber, but if I'm understanding it correctly, the answer is no. A jellyfish will not have sex before marriage. Nothing for it, you'll have to press on, or not, you know. You could stop this all right now and go do something else. Grad school, now that's an idea. Get him to say the code again, okay. Where's my pin? January. January 4th. 1845, and it just depends on whatever that is. Sailor can dream of no greater horror than the smushed prow. A great wooden wheel in the final stage of its wheel death. Upon its spokes you can make out a message scrawled in blood or red mud. Dan, we are all broke upon thine wheel. SP? The door is marked by a combination lock, and the desperate scratches of a beast unable to operate the combination lock. Try the combination lock. Okay. Let's say let's go by day. Oh. So month 4th. I don't think this is it for this one then, but... No, that's not it. Okay, well, we'll come back to this one. Whoa there, let's talk. See enough to steam a car. You wouldn't steam a car. Don't steam yourself. Okay, so I need hot armor. Unless that's just the hull, so I need to do the hull first. be able to get in. Okay, well let's try the ear first. I don't know if this is even the right thing I'm going for. Okay. That's not it. You're starting to understand what drove someone to claw at the door in frustration. Oh no! I did so. Let's put the. That's not it. 4 in here. Process of elimination, you know? That's not it. I don't actually know any other ways to do it then. I did all the possible combinations for that. Do I not have... No, the only lock for which is the combination is the original lock, the lock, God's lock. Try again. Okay, I have no idea. So, hot armor. I would need 20. Or actually... Hold on. Okay. What do I currently have right now? I have 1, 2, 5. I can get 10. I can get 13 max out of what I have, so it's not even possible. We're gonna need the hot, aren't we? Oh dear. That'd give me up to 16. Still wouldn't be enough. Okay. Dan. That's Captain Dan. Fine, but it's Captain Waffle. Understood, Captain. Speak to Captain Dan. What new, landlubber? Need the code again. 1 for 1845, but what? I need to remember it could be standard. I don't know what it means by month, month, day, day, year, year. So would it just be 45 then? So, okay, maybe... It might just be 45. Maybe that's what my problem is. So, it could be 1, 4, and 45. So 1, 4, 4, 5. But it's like 2 of each. Okay. So let's say 1, 1, 4, 4. It still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. What are you two doing? Calm down. My goodness. Maritime Plus? Hold on. I want to talk to him again. Just gonna see what he says. Or more likely Maritime Basic. Or Maritime Plus, which would be that backwards. Which is this backwards. So it's... Day... Month. Day, month, year, year. I sincerely have no idea how to get... So the code apparently is Maritime Plus, which is 140054 and the year 45. Zero 401, is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know, I'm so confused. You did it, released from the door. The lock dissolved into swamp spores and floats away on the swamp breeze. Listen! I never would have guessed that in a million years. That's wild. A large cart labeled inflatable water slide. There's a handwritten message scratched into the wood. Don't tell the guests about the water slide. I don't care if they're expecting the time of their lives. 5 hours of pain and suffering to put it together and they only use it once. Below that another message. We're going to die on this boat. A lone needle governs this gouge. With its machinations, it's known. Its own. Use the machine. The gouge has no controls, there's nothing that can be used. Just hit it. It's magic! Wow! Oh man. Your title pocket or pouch or something, I'm gonna reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole and grab the first thing your fingers brushed against, and I got a shadow eye. They're minding their own bug's nest. Ha. Well, I'm gonna make trouble. I still want Molly. I miss Molly. Don't do it. Ow. Ow. I'm just gonna go ahead and put you out of your misery. if I do 2 of these, that should kill you. And then do this. Bleed won't be enough. But I did them for 2 damage. What is that gray bar then? That makes no sense to me. Goodbye, bugs. Why is it so dark in here? The bugs bug out by being alive. Good job. Laundry facilities, including this hand-operated washing machine, are kept well below deck. Guests don't want to see how the sausage is washed. Search it. A tiara and a washing machine? Chaos truly did befall this voyage. Gun item, unglorious tiara, fit for a disgraced queen. 1 physical armor for a hat, yay! This must have belonged to the ship's cabinet boy. Open it. A classic pair of deckhand's pants. What a deckhand wears on their deck legs. You can't wear them because you have regular legs. You wonder if somewhere there's a deckhand running around without their pants, but given the state of this boat, it is far more likely that they are dead. A note is taped up inside the cabinet. A sailor's Poseidos and Poseidons. Poseidus, I'm sorry. Remember your date formats. Maritime basic reverse. And make your own date formats. Be creative. There's a second page, maritime humor. Read it. What is a pirate's best part of the boat? The starboard. Or the starboard. I can't. I'm sorry. What is a sailor's favorite joke? Land. I want to go back to this, and I want to eat the note. Eating the note is a big Poseidon. But whoa, where am I? Alright. Okay. Needle governs gauge. Alright, hold on. Oh, I moved. It's over here now. Go upstairs. A confession, friend. Rarely would I put me trust in a landlubber, but to come this far, you've proved you have the heart of true heart of a sailor. Yes, I keep it in a jar. Once again, I can't hear you, friend, but I hope you weren't joking around by keeping the heart of a sailor in a jar or something similar. Captain Dan likes to laugh much as any shippy, but there's something no man nor piece should e'er joke over, and that's sailor's death. I think we can all agree on this. Not getting it to joke about dead sailors is the highest form of censorship. Nod vaguely. But I'm afraid I must tell you that we have a new problem. You may have dealt with the steam pipes, but now you be blocked with the wheelhouse. Now we be locked in the wheelhouse, except you'll find the door key in the crow's nest. You know how crows be. You do know how crows be! You nod knowingly. Now please, hurry. Some of the passengers in here be getting hungry, and I don't mean for a nibble on the bendy telescope. The bendy telescope. It's a bag. Leaving unattended bags on deck? How is that a Poseidon? Is that a Poseidon or Poseidon? Poseidon. No. No, no. It's a Poseidon. Sorry. Poseidon, sweat it. Turns out the bag contains only a battery anyway. Amy, got a battery. There is a crow. Search it. Nothing of value, only a scrap of handwritten letter. The rest of the paper having succumbed to the swamp atrophy. But having said that, Martha, the boat has been taken a sharp... Martha... Oh my gosh. But having said that, Martha, the boat has taken a sharp and sickening turn into a black and shimmering tear into the sky itself, and I fear we are heading for land with unsafe speed. Grateful if you could call your father and rescue me from this impending unpleasantness. I will get this letter away to you promptly. I'm sure that swamps have mailboxes. Well, that didn't happen. Good to know. Yeah, it's an unopened bag. A blank canvas, a fresh sheet of snow, a beautiful morning, endless possibilities. Open it. And just a couple of meat. Probably in some alternative universe, the bag was filled with a fabulous treasure. The handwritten sign on the barrel reads, Bunsen C.C. David. Look inside. A brackish soup burbles in the bottom of the barrel. The remains of the David. Oh! Grim and foul smelling. Ah! Stench armor! I'm sure I got stench armor. Come on, hold on. I need the elemental stench. That is a potion. Stench armor. Here we go. Take anything useful. Here we go. This is the tune all over again, but so much worse. There's little solid left of the liquidated bussin, but this crisp cap has kept its shape. The sailor's cap! Tucked in its brim is a soggy telegraph which slips from the hat into the goop. Read it! Telegram reads, Mr. H. Longfellow Riverboat Company, stop. Hope you well, stop. Requesting permission to mutiny, stop. Captain ordering ship into storm, stop. Says passengers will love it, stop. Crew plans to mutiny anyway, just hope you not be mad with us, stop. 3 outhouses, all alike in dignity, i.e. below average. A clipboard on the side of the structure informs you these outhouses were locked up by Deckhand Pat. Once again, use them. You don't need to use an outhouse right now, which is fortunate as the 2 unlocked doors contain not toilets but rat skeletons. The 3rd door is locked. Open the lock. Why would you do this to me? Like a 2-legged spider. This lock has 6 spaces. Again? So would it be the same as before? Which was 1400. The lock shakes, it didn't like that. I could examine it with mysticality, possibly. I hate you, maggot. I hate everything about you. So I'm gonna wear this mushroom cap instead. That'll show you. Examine it. You run your hands lightly across the roof and can make out a carpenter's mark, the initials VH. Either that stands for Valley Hardware or Versatile Hog. If you haven't met the Versatile Hog yet, you don't want any part of that. You don't want any part of that at all. Open the lock. Hold on. Is there a thing for that? That I've seen? What news, landlubber? Profoundly aggrieved, you point in the direction of the giant crow, unexpectedly blocking the stairs to the top deck. Aye, the crows have taken the Longfellow and made of her proud wooden bones her nest. 'Tis the fate that befell me own mother. I cannot help you now for the same reason I could not help my mom. I am trapped in a boat's wheelhouse. Ah! Need the code again. There'd be no shame in that. So it could be any of the other ones, and I'm just not going to. You can read a note that suggests the outhouses were built by Valley Hardware. The code of the outhouse. So what difference does that make? It is the same numbers, but it is a different format of the code. So it's 04, 01, and 54. Which I don't... Okay. The log slips from the door, shattering upon the deck into 1,000 tiny pieces. On side the stall is a ruined toilet, which is no surprise, but on the back of the door is something quite unexpected. Step through the time portal, let's go! You step from the outhouse into a beautiful day. The sky is blue and bright, the glistening deck freshly swabbed, and the passengers hale, hardy and freshly swabbed. You exist in a moment of joy, a frozen tear on a warm cheek. Ah. And I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching the Naebotical Naebot. That's gonna be it for my stream today. You can watch this again next week. Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, give or take. I've been pretty late to my streams as of late because food. I need food in my system or something. It's kind of important, you know. But yeah, follow me here on Twitch, Naebotical Naebot, or at my YouTube channel, Naebot. Feel free to like and subscribe over there. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you all later. And good night. Bye.